Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm standing, that's why I'm kind of awkward. I don't know what to do with my hands, but super exciting thing today. We are heading out to watch 1349 concert. Exciting. I hope this is how you pronounce their name actually, because I've never spoken it out loud. So let's hope. I think you just read out a date like 1349. But they're one of my favorite black metal bands and they have this really strange tour with like very strange locations, but they are in my hometown today, so I'm just like, of course I'm going. Basically it's a kind of a funny story because I really wanted to go to the Inferno festival this year, and 1349 was one of the reasons I really wanted to go, because like all of this really cool bands, of course Satyricon and things like that, but they were there as well, and I was like, I really want to go, but I decided against it, and literally a week later they posted the tour and I was like, that's for me specifically, so of course I will go. They play with like 3 strange bands. I tried listening to them and some of them are like genre-wise are totally elsewhere, which is fine. We're just gonna have fun. And the 3 bands play for 3 hours, and then after 3 hours 1349 come on stage, and I'm like, that's fun. That's gonna be a whole evening. That's also my bedtime on weekdays, but I digress. I'm gonna be a cool girl today. So I have a few meetings at work, but I work from home, so it's fine. That's why I look like that. But we have 2 meetings, then we're heading out. I'm just gonna grab a coffee once I'm in town, and we're just gonna go watch the show and have a lot of fun. I'm gonna talk about each of the bands later on, because I don't know if I'm be able to film much, but yeah. The outfit today, I'm wearing my Sarcophago shirt. I like cropped it and put like all of the strange things in here so they don't rip. The shirt is really old, but I really like it. And yeah, let's get some work done and let's head out. Welcome back. It is officially time for the concert debrief. It was, as I've said, obviously super fun, as expected, absolutely perfect, but that's not a surprise, right? So let me like walk you through the thing that were happening. As I've said, 3 openers, and the funniest thing was I expected to like one of them and I liked the other one. So the first opener, they were called like Sarkator. They were from Sweden, and it was so interesting for me because I usually, if you should know something about me, I don't dig thrash metal at all. I love black metal, I listen to some death metal sometimes, but thrash is like the territory I've never explored, and I don't necessarily want to. But they were actually amazing. Like, especially, I have to look up the set list from the show because the 2 last songs were so good. I need to add them like on my gym playlist. Absolutely perfect. They were so cool, and you could tell they had so much fun on stage. And that's the thing I like even if it's the genre I don't listen to a lot normally, when you can tell like people have passion for their job, it's like great, and I like them 10 times more even if it's the genre I don't like usually, and it was the case with them. Then the second opener was Vitriol. I think they were from the US. I think they're from the US, but I think they're from the US because the 2 guys, they were like setting up. And then one of them goes, oh fuck, do you have the adapter? And then the other one's, no, do you guys from the venue have the adapter? I don't know if they found the adapter, but I think there was like 1 or 3 songs they performed and they had to cut their sets short because like they had some other technical difficulties. So that sucked for them, but they were still really good. So props to them for trying. I mean, I would cry probably. That's why I'm not like actively making music. So yeah, that was about them. Then the last opener were Ruins of Beverest. They're from Germany. And they were good, like I expected actually, because they make the most black metal like music from the three openers. I expected to like them the most, but I like the guys from Sweden better. But yeah, I think with the Ruins of Beverest, there is this really strange thing because they incorporate a lot of keyboards and like synths into their music, but I don't think they're sure whether they want to go this symphonic path, the atmospheric path, or the industrial path. So they try to do three at the same time, and I'm not sure it works every single time. Like they have some kick-ass songs, there are some great songs, but it sounds a bit strange. Like you look at the guy and you're the guy who do the keyboards and you're like, is he supposed to be here? Is he or is he not? But they were really good. I listened to their like newest album on Spotify. It was kind of good. It was really good. So yeah, but I would kind of encourage people to listen to them like studio versions of their songs first before going to the show, because I think like the live effect isn't necessarily the direct translation of what's going on the album. And then of course we had 1349, absolutely delicious set, absolutely perfect set list, kind of similar to the one they did at Inferno, like they switched some songs. And the selection of the songs from the newest album was absolutely perfect. I absolutely love them. I would say like 1349, I like some of the highest class of black metal. I'm kind of obsessed with how like consistent and consistently good their albums are. And also I really like that despite having this whole like symbolic, aesthetic, occult framing of their music, they don't seem pretentious doing that. And I think that happens quite a lot in the genre, so it's perfect that they're kind of chill about it. I really enjoyed like the energy they have on stage is absolutely incomparable. Like you can tell like all four of them are absolutely pros and they're perfect at their jobs, which is fantastic. Wish I was that good at my job, but I digress. And yeah, absolutely perfection. They played for like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. So that was kind of what I expected. So the show itself was kind of long because of the three openers before. I missed the last bus, so that was a bit tricky, but you have to sacrifice some things to have fun, and I did have a lot of fun, so that's the best thing. I also picked up some merch. First thing, I got this shirt. I'm gonna put like a video of how it looks on the back and on the front because I'm wearing it right now. But yeah, it's one of the new designs they had. I usually pick up the tour shirts like with the dates on the back, but it was kind of ugly. It just had like the album cover on the front and I didn't love it, so I didn't get it. I got this one instead. Then another thing I got the, speaking of the new album, I got it on the transparent red vinyl. Here we have the hype sticker. It's absolutely perfect. It's gatefold, which is absolutely beautiful. Like graphics wise, this album is perfection. Look, the logo is like embossed. Then the gatefold looks like that. Stunning. I don't want to take like the record out because my grabby little fingers aren't the safest thing near the record, but I'm gonna show you like a bit of it. Look how beautiful this red is. It's like actually so clear, absolutely gorgeous. I usually like splatter color variants, but this one is stunning. I think it's my favorite variant of this album that was kind of released. And then last but not least, I got this absolutely perfect signed print. It's actually a misprint and they signed it to get rid of it, I suppose. Basically, I was like waiting when we were already in the venue, but not in the room with the stage. Like Raven just brought this shit to the girl at the merch stand and she was like, thanks. And then they started selling it. So I got it. It's beautiful. Like the gold Sharpie of the signatures looks so good together with the graphics itself. I'm definitely putting it up on my wall by my music corner because it's so pretty. But yeah, that was it for the little merch haul and for my concert recap. Then if I'm gonna head out because I have to do some work in a cafe, so if I don't do another talking segment, was nice talking to you. Thank you for sticking up with me and see you in the next video. Bye! it is Sunday right now, and I thought it's gonna be really fun to show you how I journal about the concerts I've been to. And yeah, it's just gonna be a quick explanation and like a time lapse of me actually doing the spreads. But first, I'm going to show you what we're going to work with. First, we have the ticket. I punched the holes beforehand because it's always the most stressful things. And we were kind of successful. Look how clean these are. Crazy. See, practice really helps. Then we're going to have the one Instax photo I printed, and it's gonna go into this little photo sleeve. Then we have the ticket, some ephemera, and yeah, a photo, logos of the bands that played, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna work in a similar manner as I did with my Unholy Trinity spread, which means there's gonna be like a concert review page, then the quick like insert, and then we're gonna have like a one separate page kind of for all of the bigger things, inclusion, so to speak, and so on. So without further ado, we're going to need, I think we're gonna be fine with this page for like the review part of the actual bands. Then we're gonna need one page for like the bigger spread, and maybe the third one if I'm gonna have a lot to say, but I don't know, impossible to say. So first things first, I had this idea, maybe let's put some stars on the Instax photo, because I'm gonna do this because why not? I decided to go with like a regular Instax films instead of the colored ones. I wanted to do the black one, but I'm going on a trip like in 2 weeks, and I'd like to use the black films there, so let's just stick with the regulars for now. Classic is a classic for a reason, because they're pretty. So this one's gonna go here. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like that. Okay, so this will be looking like this in the sleeve. We're gonna do with the ticket. We're going to put it aside so I don't stick them in the wrong place accidentally. And yeah, I think we can start with the actual journaling thing. We're gonna do like, you know, the logos of the bands in here, like a quick review of their sets. And if I have anything to say, because I don't have any photos, I barely had anything to print from the 1349 set, but I found something, so that's good. But I don't have anything for the other band, so I'm just gonna write. So yeah, let's get started with the time lapse. we are all done. This is how it looks like, the quick review page, and then the actual like main collage, so to speak. I just layered all of the things I printed out, including like the album cover, the concert photo, the ticket, and all of these little thingies that would look good together, or so I thought. Then let's grab our media journal and let's think how we're about to put it in. I would say let's put the collage page first. Then let's go with the Instax photo. Let's put it in here. The sleeves are always a bit hard to put in, but it's okay. Then goes the review page. Basically, in the review pages, I just write about my impressions of the band if I didn't know them, and if I did know them, if it was like the reason I went to the show. I just write about how I felt about the set list, the vibe, and the general atmosphere. Basically, it's not really a review, but just my impressions to not forget what was going on. Easy peasy. So this is how it presents itself, and I would say I kind of like it. I like how it looks, so we should be happy with the effect. And wrapping up the actual concert. Thank you for watching this video, because I think it will be the last thing I will add to this vlog. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you're up to, what music are you listening to right now, and see you in the next video. Bye!